Hazardous weather outlook. Omaha, Nebraska. This hazardous weather outlook is for portions of southwest Iowa, west central Iowa, east central Nebraska, northeast Nebraska, and southeast Nebraska. There's an above risk for ice movement and ice jams due to the above normal temperatures this week. Concern is highest for the Platte Loop and Elkhorn River basins in eastern Nebraska. Monday night through Sunday. Rainfall on Tuesday could elevate the risk for ice jams on the Platte Loop and Elkhorn Rivers. There is still the potential for a winter storm to move through the area Wednesday night through Thursday. While it's still too early to consider specific amounts, a few inches of snow appear possible across portions of the region, which could impact travel. Northerly winds could gust to 25 to 35 miles per hour, which could create areas of blowing and drifting snow. Area forecast discussion. Omaha, Nebraska, 3:34 p.m. Sunday, February 12th. Warm weather to continue into Tuesday. Widespread rainfall is expected Tuesday with amounts ranging from 1/4 inch to 9/10 inch. Snow is likely on Thursday. With a few inches possible, there's a 20 to 30% chance for moderate impacts. With warmer temperatures and rain in the forecast, there's an elevated risk of ice jams in the Platte Loop and Elkhorn River basins. A weak shortwave is passing through the area. It has resulted in a wind shift and increased cloud cover, particularly in northeast Nebraska and northwest Iowa. Temperatures in those regions have been notably cooler in comparison to yesterday. Areas in southeast Nebraska and southwest Iowa are only a couple of degrees cooler and had more plentiful sunshine. Temperatures will be much warmer tomorrow as ridging builds over the central continental United States in response to the trough over the mountain west. Southwest winds at the surface will strengthen through the day, leading to warm air advection and mixing, which could lead to temperatures reaching into the 60s in locations south of the Platte River. The max temperature for tomorrow afternoon comes in just below the 75th percentile of the NBM guidance. For this type of setup, that is typically where things best verify. Those above mentioned winds should begin to increase afternoon. Peak winds in the afternoon are expected to be from the southwest, 10 to 15 miles per hour, with gusts up to 25. Winds will increase in strength after sundown, particularly in northeast Nebraska. Peak winds will strengthen to 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusts up to 30. Tuesday, strong winds overnight and cloud cover will help keep low temperatures well above normal. The current forecast has Norfolk and Lincoln setting new record warm low temperatures and Omaha tying its record. Though it's possible a cold front at the very end of the day prevents Norfolk from setting a record, the current timing doesn't have it reaching Omaha and Lincoln on time. In addition to strong flow at the surface, a 50-knot low-level jet will advect in plentiful moisture. European computer model climatological analysis show the PWAT values near the max of climatology for this time of year. The GFS and EPS remain in great agreement and widespread precipitation across the entire area. The expected QPF ranges from 1/4 near the South Dakota and Nebraska up to 9/10 inch along the Missouri River Valley. Rain could begin as early as 12 a.m. Tuesday morning along the Nebraska-Kansas border. By 6 a.m., rain is expected to have overspread most of the forecast area. Wind gusts are expected to remain strong in southeast Nebraska and southwest Iowa. In addition to the rainfall, light snowfall up to a couple of tenths of an inch are possible in northeast Nebraska on the back end of the system. The increased temperatures and widespread rainfall is expected to lead to a rapid melt of all snow and ice across the area, as temperatures have been above normal for the past week. Some melting has already occurred, and rivers in the area have risen due to that. Areas with the lower QPF amounts do have the deepest snowpack. That snowpack has somewhere between 1.5 to 2.5 inches of liquid equivalent. With the ongoing drought, many rivers in the area have room for runoff and melt. Today's frost depth reading was at 10 inches with 1 inch of thaw. Most of this precipitation and melting is likely to make its way into the waterways. With some room in the rivers, any flooding potential would be due to ice jam formation. It is difficult to forecast exactly when they might occur, but this is the type of setup that can lead to ice jams. Areas that are prone to ice jams may want to carefully watch river conditions in their area. Areas in far northeast Nebraska warrant watching too with the release of all liquid trapped in the snowpack. Greatest of area interest Wednesday through Saturday. Attention then turns to another system forecast to move into the area Wednesday afternoon. Another closed off 500 HPA low will move into the Four Corner area and then eject across the Central Plains. The system will have a much stronger cold punch to it. Snow will be possible as early as noon on Wednesday. A cold front will move through the area that afternoon and temperatures will begin to drop. Thursday morning lows will be in the single digits in northeast Nebraska. Most other locations can be expected to be 15 degrees or lower. It's still too early for snowfall amounts. The latest deterministic values from the GFS and European model had a big drop in QPF, which would result in lower snowfall totals. This trend will need to be monitored. Peak snowfall amounts are expected to be in the southeast Nebraska and southwest Iowa. As this is still 72 plus hours out, there is still a lot of time for the storm track to shift. The latest NBM shows a 30 to 40% chance for 6 inches of snow in that area. Evaluation of the 2-inch snowfall threshold shows a 50 to 65% chance for locations south and east of a line from Columbus to Wayne. Snowfall is expected to come to an end by noon on Thursday. In addition to the snow, winds are forecast to gust up to 35 miles per hour. The combination of snowfall and blowing snow could result in hazardous, difficult travel conditions. Continued cold air advection on Thursday will result in high temperatures in the 20s, and low Friday morning will be in the single digits. Winds are forecast to weaken by Friday morning, so particularly cold wind chills are not a great concern at this time.